That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, a bubble.
All right.
Yeah.
But so we got to bubble. You have had it from Jees class. You have to, so now what is that now? Yeah, you have to bubble and say yeah for Christ. You understand?
Blowing with me. I say yeah.
Yes, and it can.
I don't know talk too much.
Oh, come on, let's do some yeah. Okay, give us a little bit of that one, yeah.
Oh my God, though. Do you know to transform? I know what white is.
Okay.
Now we are not different.
Very good.
That will kill the best president because it was possible for anyone to stop me. Maybe you already see yourself stepping into the
Really?
Money in my hand. It was never going to be possible for anybody to stop me.
Hello, peers at home. You are welcome to yet another exciting edition of the Gift of a Show on Diaspora African Television Network. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome our beautiful, young, talented, and multi-talented artist star. What I will call a lady of songs or an elegant stallion. You are welcome to our studio. Yeah, please look at the camera and do your profiling yourself.
You know, I'm a gospel artist, but I need to say, yeah. I'm coming up with something.
Yeah.
My song, you will see the intro, the new song I'm doing is yeah. That's a startup. It's just a kickstart, like a little bit of a blowout. I've been into it for a while, and I would not just start talking without saying a little more about our brother here. He's been doing a great job, and love shining to us we met. So we are going to do something great, bringing Africa to Ireland.
Very good.
So we are really integrating, and we'll be bringing in more artists and bringing life back to nature the way it is. You know, life is all about nature.
Yeah.
So you are going to be listening to a little deep of my song on the background. That's something new I'm doing right now.
All right. Okay.
You know,
go ahead.
The gospel I'm doing is
sorry to cut you short. Before you go, you continue from there. I would like to have you talk to us about where you're coming from. I mean, your background. We want if we have to know where you're from. Are you an Igbo? Are you a Yoruba? Where are you coming from?
Yeah, I'm a mixed culture. That's what I would say. But I'm basically an Edo girl, Isha Uromi, Edo State. I'm from Edo State, Nigeria. Okay. Which is the western part of Nigeria. But I'm a mixed girl, also Igbo and Edo. I'm just a mixed child.
Okay.
I don't want to start saying lady or woman right now. A mixed child. You can't throw me out. So right. I speak the language, and I also speak the Igbo language. In fact, I'm a Nigerian. I shouldn't have even said anything about my background. I'm just a Nigerian.
No wonder you are multi-talented, and I would say double talented because you pick from Edo and you pick from what do you call it? Igbo. Yeah, and you do both language fluently. You are linguistic as well, and I understand you also do a little bit of have a little bit of learn also language. That's correct. Yeah. All right. This is a typical Nigeria, lingua franca Nigeria.
Lingua franca.
All right, and that. Yeah. Did you by any chance mention your name to our viewers?
My name, my generic name is Joy. Joy. Yeah. Synonym is happiness. That's what my name means.
Okay.
But my stage name is Jees Classy.
Jees Classy.
Jees Classy.
Jees Classy. How do you spell that?
J-E-E-S, and the Classy is C-L-A-S-S-Y. That's what my name is. My stage name as an artist.
Jees Classy.
Yeah.
Now, would you tell us what genre of music do you parade?
Particularly gospel.
No, gospel. But I don't understand that before then you were like a pop star or something like that. Is that correct?
Yes, I was a pop star. Basically, we say the pop or Afrobeat, which is our African Nigerian culture. Afrobeat is basically we have some of the Congolese and all that we do something similar, but it's basically our African Nigerian style of music. But right now, I am a gospel artist.
Okay. Well, when did you digress to from that chain to a gospel kind of music?
I would basically say 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
And what informed that sudden transformation?
Inner mind transformation. I transform internally and it's coming out from the outer surface.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, internally and then outerly. What? Let we want to have a little share that experience of transformation. Maybe others who can be inspired by that.
Yeah, we will talk about something like the word salvation. I
Okay.
redefine my personality as being saved more than the way I was. I'm not saying I wasn't a religious person or I was never a Christian. I've been a Christian for a long time. I've even been an evangelist for a very long time before I transformed into my gospel singing style. So within myself, I grew more internally within myself, got more matured, got to a stage where I need to redefine what exactly I want to do and what I'm doing, where I'm heading to. Because my style of music, which is gospel, is going to bring something like a bright light into the world. It's going to also bring a bright light into the gospel style of singing, because so many people sometimes they think it's only when you want to go so spiritual, you need something from our maker God, that's when you have to go into gospel style of singing. No, you have to be in yourself, make a new life into singing, bringing back the word salvation within yourself. You will still be bubbling and yet be praising God. That's what I'm trying to say. Because Christianity is not something boring at all, but many people feel it's boring. I've had a lot of people say so many things about that, but right now, the new style we are going to bring into the gospel music, you will be praising God, edifying yourself, at the same time transforming yourself, at the same time giving yourself new lift of life. You can dance, being singing gospel song. You could be happy. You could even be having a cup of coffee like I'm doing right now. Yeah, you see? So that's what I'm trying to integrate
Okay.
the youth.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not saying anybody above the age of 65 or all that is no longer a youth. I mean the youth, the vibrant mind, people who want to enjoy their life, who want to be happy at the same time serving God, no matter what's happening around the world, that you could be serving God, you will still be happy, and you will still have your winter relationship with your maker. Have a deep maturity within yourself that you are completely safe. When I mean we use the word salvation, it means protection. And I'm also trying to tell the whole world that you have to do something very positive, at the same time be having good pleasure. I don't know what that means to anybody, but if you want more explanation to that, because I don't want to take too much of this show.
I think I got you. We should try to inject some kind of funky kind of life into Christianity.
Yes,
yeah, Christian life is not about the old orthodox or old missionary ways of living life.
Yes.
And then that's what you're trying to give it a new dimension to Christian music, which I quite agree with you, because that's how it's supposed to be. For our God is a firebrand God. He's not a dull God. But because of religious fanatics these days, they tend to make God look like he's an old-fashioned God.
Yes,
no,
and
he's not.
That's what I'm trying to rule out.
Yeah.
Because if you have opportunity to have good relationship with God himself, you will find out that he's a refined God.
Exactly.
Even creating man himself is refining. In the old fashion where people will have to drive cattle and all that to go into transportation, it's this same God who gave people wisdom that they have to drive.
Exactly.
We have to drive the aircraft, we have to drive the train to move from one place to the other. So this is also a time where I'm trying to bring this exact mind of God into the people of the world. I use the word youth, everybody. So that you can be transformed. Don't think God is a boring God. He is never a local God. He is not a dormant God. He is not sentimental. But you can put him into an old-fashioned kind of way. Because people decided to build their own style of how they believe, their own doctrine, and say this is what they want to practice. The fact that this is what they want to do doesn't mean that is exactly what God wants to do. They don't even know who they are following as their role model.
All right.
So this exact situation right now with the spiritism, Christendom, gospel lifestyle is full of inspiration while you are happy. That's
All right.
just in a bracket.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. And that's a very beautiful one coming from Jees. What's that name?
Jees Classy.
Jees Classy.
Yeah.
Jees Classy. Jees Classy is a very lively superstar, and you can see he's trying to bring in a new dimension to the
Language to say is the name
president.
of the president, and
Yeah.
some people there is another meaning of Zuma which means something about sex lot or something, but that's a different word because so many words they have so many synonyms. So you can't just categorize it as Zuma means something about what people feel. But I tell you the truth, when you go to research about what Zuma means, Zuma means move on. You go to the idiomatic kind of grammar, you find out that Zuma means move on. And they under that track, or the spearhead of the track is Revolution. The title of the album is actually Revolution.
Okay.
And you could see I released that track 2014.
Okay.
Headed from Nigeria till now I find myself here in Dublin. Do you know that this track is exactly what is happening today? Like we have the issue of corona all over the world. Yeah. It was all about the crisis that will happen. It was a vision, a revelation that I had from then. So that's why I'm trying to tell you that being in secular music doesn't really mean I was just completely secular. I've been a spiritual person right from time.
Okay.
I'm always relating the mind of God to people. That's what I'm trying to do right now. That's if you listen to that track, which you're going to flash into this listen little, you will find out I was talking about trouble everywhere. But go through, we are going to move on. People killing, people dying every day. We are make with Zuma. Despite the crisis of the world, we have to Zuma. We have to move on.
Okay.
It's very hard now. The situation we are right now is just a place of adaptation. We haven't cleared our urges. We just have to move on. It's very painful, it's very sore in the heart. I saw it coming. It's been like that for a while, but not exactly the situation we are right now. It seems the way it is right now, they even got worse. But what do we have to do? Despite what we are going to go through, we are going to move on. People killing, people dying every day. We are make with the Zuma. Despite the crisis of the world, we have to Zuma. We have to move on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right, sure. It makes sense, and I just hope that this message will be communicated to the world as you use your music as a gospel message to reach the world and to address the world crisis. That's a very brilliant one there coming from Jees Classy, and we wish you all the best. Now, we want to ask you, what informed what is your inspiration? Or who is your inspiration, and coming from the world of secular music and now suddenly moving to gospel music? Who is your role model?
It's so wonderful. This is the I like this lovely question.
Okay.
This is one in the whole world answer I'm going to give to you. It's going to be a shocking answer. Do
Okay.
you know who my role model is?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I know you said that.
So now you laugh. I am just a very different person, a very different artist, never seen on planet Earth. But it's so shocking. That is the truth.
Wonderful.
I wasn't singing just because I wanted to sing. I was inspired by the Spirit of God. You will be so surprised. How come she was doing secular now today she's in gospel? Yes. Even from secular down here, and it was never completely secular. Just a few of my tracks that was secular completely. It was always inspirational. It was always a message. I've been a mouthpiece. My program that I've been presenting right from Nigeria down here now, it's been mouthpiece. It has always been all about mouthpiece. That's what I do.
Okay.
Who am I speaking for? I'm not talking mouthpiece just for another human being. I'm talking about mouthpiece to Jesus himself.
Oh, yes,
That's why
you're presenting Jesus Christ.
That's my inspiration.
Okay.
That's my role model. I don't have any other role model as an artist because I'm not going to be like any other person. I'm never going to sing like any other person. I'm not going to emulate any other person. So people don't start holding on me. But I always buy my beat anyway. Some people make beat for me, so don't.
No, really?
I'm making a mistake here. I'm not going to be shaded there.
Or maybe the Holy Spirit creates
No, it doesn't create beat for me. I could get a beat from a studio. I could get a producer to make beat for me. And like this beat I'm even using right now, I only got the beat.
You got the beat. But
my real message comes from one personality.
Yeah,
The name I already mentioned.
Praise the Lord, somebody. Okay. Now, you have just been, let me say, you've just been arrested by the Holy Spirit. You are just like one case of St. Paul, because we are all gyrating in the world in those days with hip hop, pop stars. I'm sure you must have met with a number of top Nigerian music stars. And can you mention to us some of the Nigerian top music artists that you were able to come in contact with?
I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to mention the names of those I came in contact with, but I did.
Okay,
did contact with many of them.
Okay.
But I don't want to mention their name right now. I really apologize.
Apologize.
For that. Yes,
okay, were you able to collab with any of them?
I was in the process here. I was in the process
and
of
what stopped that?
collaborating.
What stopped
a
that?
lot of things.
Huh?
A lot of things. One man trying to stop another trying to feel the
all right,
story,
okay.
Another doesn't want you to be higher than them, things like that.
Okay,
so
this will bring me to the next question of some of the hiccups and challenges you have faced in the course of trying to advance your career.
Thanks very much. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's absolutely your program.
It's just a general issue here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, you already got it right. Exactly what we just said now.
Okay.
Many of the icons I try to work with, they were just trying to frustrate me.
Oh, they trying to?
Yeah, they don't want somebody to be
okay.
like they don't want somebody to be higher than they are. They don't want to be a lead way to another person. So things like that try to bring me down. And I have made up my mind, grown a very powerful, thicker skin than they had. I don't even want to remember them anymore, to mention them. It's not because I'm upset with them or that I have any sort of hatred. I've forgiven them all, because I don't see them as any personality that can stop me. It's so wonderful that my role model is higher than everybody who is trying to stand on my way. And nobody can do that. A lot of people, close pals, people who you think be your best friend, so they are the ones who try to stop me. They did everything that I don't want to mention, because I don't want to see them as powerful too. It was just not the right time that God wanted me to go my way. He wanted to bring me down to this place to teach me a lot of things, to give me a lot of messages. So if I had gone in the right way as at then, the way I wanted to go, I won't be able to humble myself enough to do so many things. Even I might never really want to carry out the mission that I know I'm destined to do by being a gospel artist. I might just must have just ended up as a secular artist. And God didn't want me to mingle with so many people that didn't want me. So if anybody was actually rejecting me indirectly, God was already bringing me closer to himself and accepting me the more. So they only did me a good thing by helping me grow more spiritually. And another issue that actually happened to me was my act of traveling from Nigeria 2014, because it was very impossible for anyone to stop me. Immediately you already see yourself stepping into the local TV, it was no longer possible. Newspaper, magazine, and my music was already in the market. It was never, and I already had my posters.
Okay.
It was my flyers and everything. We were prepared. We were already using van to distribute my CD plate. I was too much, and with a lot of cash in my hand, money. When I mean cash, you know where I mean money in my hand. It was never going to be possible for anybody to stop me.
Really?
It was too hard for anybody.
You were making so much money from music.
Even the negative forces wouldn't have been able to stop me.
Wonderful.
But the only leadway, the only space in between, the only Red Sea as an obstacle was the fact that I left what I was doing, left my money, and relocated to a new land. You see? So that was the only way, and I know God was part and parcel of everything in order to divert me and deviate me to himself, get me closer to himself, and bring me away from the norms to reckon with anyway.
All right, thank God we just have to applaud you for overcoming all your obstacles, and you are an iron lady. Should I say that? With the help of the help of your.
There is freedom of expression all over the world, so I am not against with any word you use right now. Not at all.
Oh, you are sounding offensive already.
Never.
All right. So we want to give you that credit. You are a very strong woman, and I feel that other women will draw inspiration from your strength.
Yeah. Do you know one thing about the way I answer questions?
No.
I am never strong on my own. I am not a strong woman. God is strong.
He's strong. Okay. You are too obsessed about God now. Let's.
I'm not preaching. I am not preaching at all. But I can't. I remember when I had I had one of my cosmetics. I did the what do they call this word I was going to use? I presented the product. I exhibited a new product. I just forgot the word. You escaped my mind. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I presented the new product. I
Okay.
presented a new product.
Mhm.
Okay. While I was presenting my new product, everybody was like, I had a pre-plan was to train people on how to make some product and do some things about my beauty therapy in the open conference or seminar. So as at the time I was meant to make my speech, something different came up, which I don't want to talk about how it came. So when I was meant to do this training and all that, picking up the mic, I only told them, anyway, everything about me is God. Everything about my product is God. Everything about this is God. So the MC was like, what the hell? He was so, if I've gone, go
ahead.
Another word he said to the crowd was like, I think it's very hard for someone to hold a microphone to speak. So people were laughing. They don't know what happened. I had an interference not to do it the way I planned to. So the best thing to do was to say to them, everything about my product, my personality, the G's you see here, is God. I didn't do anything wrong. And the MC didn't understand me because he is not my partner in what I was doing. He wasn't flowing with me. So he thought maybe I had a stage fright.
Okay.
I became shy or something. So he said it's very difficult.
He just wanted to attribute everything to God. Simply
So
that.
that's what I'm trying to
All
say.
right, we cannot take out of that from the Jees is classy. And we want to ask you, you've thank God, should I say, we have to thank God for taking you out of darkness into the kingdom of light. Because then it was like what you are in was like you are in the world and now you are in Christ. And then you have decided to use your talent, your gift, what God has embedded in you to serve the Lord. And that's the reason why God made man, and you are living up to that, to God's expectation. I'm sure there's a lot of God blessing that goes along with that. Now, tell me, as a gospel diva, what is the current project you are
I have my track
working on?
I'm working on my track Desire and
Desire.
Yeah, and do you know what's so important that I need to fish out to you here? My track Revolution, I've just been changed to gospel. My name Jees Classy is not going to change.
Yes, I was going to ask you that. Yeah.
You want to ask me what?
Yeah.
Do you know what Jees means?
Jees.
Jees means cheese, joy.
Okay.
Light to the
Jees.
world. Yeah.
Is it another English word?
That's just like when you want to snap a photo, you say cheers, smile.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
So I was never in a complete darkness. My music might have been like something in between darkness and light. It has been in between like a cross light. It has never been completely darkness.
Okay.
It has never been completely light.
Right.
So now I bring it completely into light. And I can't change my name because I remember some of the journalists have asked me, if you know you want to be a gospel artist, being the fact that you started as a secular artist, for the Christendom to accept you, what do they mean by Christendom? I am the Christendom, that I have to change my name. Oh my God, I said, you can't tell me that because you don't even know the meaning of my name. Do you want to go find out what Jesus is all about? He said, no, I don't really, but because like especially the African Christian sector, for the churches to buy your song, for pastors to call you for a show, for this to that, for that to that. Oh my God, this is the reason why a lot of people are in the secular music that have to change my name. I told them it's never going to be possible. I can change my name because you don't even know how I got this name. The name means cheese, joy to the world, light to the world. And what is the light to the world? Jesus. Being a classic God, it's not a local God.
Yes.
So that's exactly who I am. So I don't know what it means that I should change my name.
Yes.
So now, coming back to your major question, because I flashed this in, I hope I'm not talking too much. I apologize anyway. This a Revolution album I'm talking about, I have just changed it to gospel. Then already in the album, I already have one called Hallelujah, one of the tracks. Hallelujah. Yeah.
Okay.
I have another track, Passion of the Cross, which is talking about. Now when I see the passion of the cross. Now I have a new one coming, which I'm talking about my master. That's the bomb. You are just going to play the intro. That's why I say yeah. Because I'm starting that with yeah. Christendom bubble. It's very hard to cope with the situation all around the world. But we have no choice than to hope in somebody that we already know. I don't need to talk too much about it. So that's what I mean. That I'm just working on that same revolution, just completely changed from darkness to light. And the next one, I'm doing two albums together, Desire, all gospel. The
Okay.
same project, but just transformed to something normal. The people think that gospel is not normal. Gospel is the best.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, before I will wait for you to ask me one
Yeah.
more question. So if you don't want to ask me that particular question, I'm going to talk about it myself.
You want to talk about what?
Yeah, I just want to talk about people getting scared of being a gospel artist.
Oh,
What am I
okay.
going to achieve from it?
It's not everybody, because those who have got the right message knew that there's profits and benefits in being a gospel artist. And I'm sure you must have got that message right, but we want to expand, maybe to encourage others to go into gospel music,
Yeah, but
because of all the benefits that are there. You can highlight that.
yeah, I'm not judging anybody being a gospel or a secular artist, because I'm not better off than anybody, but I'm just good. I'm just a good girl, a perfect person. Thank you. I don't know what people are going to say about it. What I meant was just what you said. People get much afraid of going from being a secular artist to gospel artist, that you are not going to have support. Actually, I know there's a little challenge there, whereby the people you'll be looking up to, like the spiritual leaders, they don't really give a lot of support, or some of the Christians don't give enough support to the gospel artists. But you can be yourself, because you have a perfect helper. When you do something right, it might look as if it's slowed down. Before you know it, there's going to be a perfect oil that will make it shine. And as long as you pass the right message, I'm telling you, inspiration goes there. But the new light in Christendom now in the gospel artists is that we are going to bubble for Christ. Not all about being solo sober. Yes, while we praise him,
I
it is
can
time to bubble. We are going to give a
Oh my God, Bob.
yes. Because now the way we are going to take this gospel life into, I know a lot of people will emulate me, but I'm so sorry, I'm not going to emulate anybody, because I have the personality who is my role model.
Yeah, sure. Give me all this
I'm going to be
inspiration.
bringing light, and you will still see in this my gospel channel live. I'm not talking about the channel station like my presenter brought me in. The channel we are going to, you will still have inspiration. You should be able to get deep in the spirit. Most of my music, if you listen to them, you will see something, an icon moving, glittering, and tingling your spirit, being to rise from carnality to spirituality. That's what I'm talking about. Yet a bubble.
All right.
Yeah.
But so we got to bubble. You have had it from Jesse Class. So now what is that now? Yeah, you have to bubble and say yeah for Christ. You understand? So probably you can wake up and the bubble for Christ, and that Jesse Class is gonna give us those gig that will cause you to bubble in Christ. And
Just
so
listen to
let's watch out as it hit the music sound with a storm.
I don't want to talk too much about it. You are going to feel it for yourself.
Yes.
Flowing with me. I say yeah.
Yes.
Do you know who God is? I don't want to talk too much about it.
Oh, come on, let's do some with God. Can you give us a little bit of that?
Do you know my God though? Oh, do you know my God? Jehovah Rabbi, our Rabbi, our Rabbi is my master. Our Rabbi, Jehovah. I don't want to talk too much.
Yes.
Nobody should emulate
you can even see the beat, the feel. I'm already bubbling already. How much when you play the music with all the full accompaniment, I mean, it's gonna be a hit. So Jesse Class is coming to the music industry, the gospel music industry with a hit that was bound to take the music industry by storm. And so with that, I want to, before I round up this program, I want you to tell us what is the message across out there to the upcoming aspiring gospel artists like you. Tell us, talk to them.
First of all, going to warn everybody with this little, you hear no copyright. I have
you
my.
Gotta be careful. I will sue you. Yes, I'm gonna sue you. Yes,
I'm not going to take you up.
Our music is exclusive.
Yeah, I have this.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, do not.
So be careful.
Me. That's one thing. Warning number one. Do not copyright this little I drop because it's not yet out, but do not copyright me. Rabbi is my master.
Can you imagine?
Naija people, make una ready to bubble. That's my first message.
Get your dancing shoes ready. Get a bubble. Yeah.
We say the first one, we saw make with the Zumba. This time around, bubble in the Lord. Just flow in the Spirit. Let us be strong. The message I have for everybody is that I love everyone.
All right.
Black, white, What I mean,
Yeah,
black or
that's a
white.
very good one.
Yeah, so
Because I was sorry, let me not to cut you in here. I was actually going to meet this as a very important question.
yeah.
The Irish society today has been, flooded with widespread news about racism, coming from the Irish against the
I'm sorry.
foreign nationals.
Before I answer, let me take my cup of coffee before
Okay,
I get
no,
cold.
please, yeah, sure. So,
Yeah, such a lovely coffee. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah. Now, how would you? We would like a situation whereby somebody like you with such a vision, such a talent, can use this aspect of music to address issues of racism in Ireland. How can you do it?
For now, I tell you.
And then social inclusion.
Yeah.
And then,
there is lack of orientation. Some people don't even know the difference between racism and no racism. That's one thing I need to say. It's like I blow into the bomb in the wrong way. What I'm going to do from this platform, you constantly see me in this show, okay?
Okay.
Is to transform people's mind. I've been a mindset transformer. All I needed was the right time to do the right thing.
You're a life coach.
Yes, so it's to transform the mind of people, what black means, what white means.
Okay.
That we are no different.
Very good.
That will kill the bed called racism.
Very good.
Nobody is different from each other.
But that message has, they know all this, but yet they perpetrate.
It's a long job we are going to do. It's going to be like a brain rehabilitation. I'm not saying anybody has a bad brain in here anyway.
Okay.
I didn't insult anybody. I apologize if you take it as an insult. But we need to really let you know the real origin of black and white, that there was nobody different from each other in the onset of life.
That's correct.
So we are all brothers and sisters. I've been saying that in my program Mouthpiece. So I'm going to bring that in here and talk to people. That
Okay.
the mind of people need to be transformed. It needs to start off from here in our show. Then it will get into people's family.
Thank you.
Speaking to the parents, to talk to the youth.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the way you talk before people, that's the way they act.
Yes.
And I've even seen a lot of it's like everybody has got his own mess, little bit of mess up. So we need to transform people's mind, lack of orientation of who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Jesse. Classy for that. For schooling us more on that issue that has to do with racism, as people have formed different opinion and perception, about each other. Well, you have just said it all. We were all from one race.
If you don't mind, I say one more thing.
Yeah.
In my last program on Facebook, I mentioned something that I have a genuine self-realization that we've been coming into this world off and on. When people die, they go, they come back. And I like to sound to everybody right now that would be like a shocking news, that this is the first time I'm coming to this world as a black girl. And I'm so proud. All this while, I've been coming into this world as a white lady. So who told the white that they are different from me? And right now, I was even saying to somebody, she was like giving me a long nose, like negative eye contact. Some people today that are black were white before. And some people that are white...
Well, you are bringing religious fanaticism, doctrinal issues into this matter now. And I would want us to go there because there are a lot of people who do not believe in your concept of what you're trying to preach now is the concept of reincarnation.
Yes.
But there are a lot of people who do not agree with that.
They have
so we wouldn't want to talk about that right now on this
right
show.
now.
We don't want to bring. I don't want you to bring controversy.
No controversy yet. You are going to get a lot of feedback on it.
Okay.
Whereby I won't run away when they want the answer to the question.
Next time we're going to go live so we can talk about this thing, so that people can participate and we see their reaction.
That's what I'm saying.
If you know what is good for you, stop any form of racism, because you do that, you are equally doing it against yourself.
Yeah.
Be your brother's keeper. Treat each other as one. You are just one and the same person. When
It's
God
just
created the world, yeah, just color.
Minds,
It's only one race.
Yeah.
There was no black race, there was no white race. So we will, with this understanding, we should be able to treat one another with fairness and equality and equity.
That is what I am saying.
And so we should.
That's why I said,
yeah.
the maker of life arrested me and brought me to pass message.
Yeah,
that's why I'm a singer.
I can see why God arrested you.
It's not funny.
It's for you to preach this message, because I think you are the only person that can preach this message in a language effective enough for them to hear.
Understand.
Thank you very much.
I'm speaking to the whole world, from the world leaders to the least.
To the least, yeah.
You were never different from the person you are fighting against today.
I hope the Irish society are hearing that. I hope
a racist against.
no more. I don't want to hear. I can't breathe again. I don't want to hear I can't breathe again. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
This is an end from now on. Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's
the young man George Floyd was only like a lamb the way Jesus Christ was to clear the urge of racism.
Yeah.
It's painful he lost his
Maybe
life.
it's the last sacrifice to end racism.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
I was saying it the day I spoke about this, that some people were black and some people were white. And somebody was giving me eye contact with a long nose. What was this crazy lady talking about? But that's exactly what I mean. He was the last lamb. And we'll talk about it very soon.
So,
ask questions and be ready to
answer. Yeah, please. Address your questions. I'm gonna post this video online, and then we'll be waiting for comments and questions from
Christians.
So get ready to bubble. Go ready to as Jees Classic. He's the music industry with her latest jams.
I have one more thing. Beloved out there, I really feel the passion for the issue going on in the world about coronavirus. That's why I use one last language. Move on, Zuma.
Okay.
It will be well.
It will be well.
Yes, it will be well. Yeah.
So we have to Zuma. We have to Zuma.
No, at the right
Don't let the coronavirus pandemic slow you down or set you back or make you discouraged. Keep going. Keep Zuma. That's what they want.
Zuma.
Zuma.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, we want to come to the end of this exciting show.
Ciao.
The Gift Open Show on Diaspora TV. And till I come your way again, it's goodbye and God bless them with my guest today. What's the name again? Jees Classy.
Jees.
Yeah.
One and only Jees Classy.
And bye. See you some other time. Bye.
Welcome to Diaspora TV Dublin.
Welcome to Diaspora TV.
Showcase your talent,
Promote your show.
advertise your product.
Model your brand.
All on Diaspora TV Dublin, the Be My Guest show. Be My Guest is a program designed to bring you the latest happening in town. Trending news, breaking news and true life stories of great men and women of all time. All on Diaspora TV Dublin, the Be My Guest show. Happy viewing.
Viewers, you are welcome to yet another edition of Be My Guest, the Gift Open Show. Today, we are privileged to have with us the presence of a woman who have made tremendous impacts and valuable contributions to the society through initiatives, voluntary services, community developments, and humanitarian support. She is a facilitator, a motivational speaker, and a trainer of media expression course currently with Athlon Community Radio. Distinguished viewers, please make welcome Deirdre Hunts. But before then, let's take a commercial break.
Athlon Community Radio, 88.4 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio, Deirdre Hunt. Deirdre, you're welcome to the Gift Open Show. Be My Guest.
Yes, you made me sound very, very important.
Thank you very much. Now, Deirdre, I would like to tell us more about yourself. Look at the camera. All right, viewers at home, I think with that we've come to the end of this program. I want to thank you all for being part of it. And Deirdre, we want to wish you all the best as you go forward to continue your good work out there to the community and to the society at large. Well, viewers at home, we have been working with Deirdre for the past 10 to 13, 14 weeks now, or more even. She's been providing training and learning support and assistance to all of us, and we have all benefited tremendously from her wonderful and the academic contributions, more so in the broadcaster and the radio media. I am formerly from the background of media. I'm a broadcast media television, but I've also gained extensively from radio broadcasting background coming from Deirdre. I think now I'm gonna go now work with Athlon Community Radio as a volunteer.
Athlon Community Radio, 88.4 FM.
We really appreciate the job that Deirdre has done, and we cannot just let her go like that and say goodbye. No, we have a token which we want to show our appreciation for all her contributions. And so here is a little token, a card, thank you card coming from the participants.
Oh, thank you.
And my humble self. Here is a bottle of wine. Now you go home, relax, and cool off all the stress that we have given you, all the headache we gave you. You go home and relax and cool it off with this bottle of wine. And so with that, we come to the end of this program. Be my guest, the gift of a show. Till I come your way again, it's goodbye and God bless.
Thank you, I did.
Yeah.